I didn't do anything crazy.
You know, every morning, 5 a.m., get up, go for a run around the lake. I didn't do anything.
And it was just chilling.
I got sick after taking the vaccine. I hadn't been home in like over 2 years.
Get ready for the second season.
Давай.
So, hi, Davai. So hi Sean, hey Aaron, hi Hanzo, hi Joachim, hello Jay, hello Alex. We're gonna ask you a couple of questions about your players break. All right, question number one. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. Just chilling in Belgrade, Serbia.
I'm doing great. Nothing much.
Not bad, been better. It's really fucking hot in Serbia right now, so sweating a bit.
Good, I'm doing good. Nice and relaxed.
I'm doing good. I mean, I'm glad to be back after a break. The break was good, so yeah.
Not bad. I mean, right today, it's kind of hot, but yeah, pretty good. Hyped for the rest of the season, I guess. Road to major, yeah.
I want to ask, where were you during your player break?
So it was like, the break was for a month, so I didn't really get too much like vacation, summertime. I went into like a mountain retreat kind of with a girlfriend for a week, and then the rest of the time I was home, working out, just chilling, and that's it.
I went back to New Zealand first, and I completed like 2 weeks of quarantine there, and then headed to Melbourne like after a week or so in New Zealand.
Yeah, I didn't really get to go anywhere. Didn't really do anything special. Pure fucking gamer player break, but you know, it is what it is.
I mean, nothing crazy to be honest. I met my girlfriend's family, my own family, a bit of friends, and traveling a bit inside Norway, not out of the country, but you know, just being a bit everywhere to be honest.
So I'm staying in Belgrade in my apartment.
It was pretty chill, to be honest. I just chilled at home. Obviously, I'm living in Denmark, so chilling with the missus, family and stuff, so it's pretty relaxing. For the first 2 weeks at least, and then we had plans to like go somewhere, like go to like a spa resort and stuff like that, but I got sick after taking the vaccine, the first vaccine. I'm still a little bit sick. I got a bit of a chest infection and stuff like that, but so that put me on the couch for quite a while, so it was good to begin with, and then towards the end it was like pretty shitty just because of getting sick, but all in all it was pretty relaxing just to have a month off from CS and not thinking about that and just thinking about other stuff, so yeah, relaxing time.
So did you do anything else during the break? Maybe something cool apart from all of that?
Nothing crazy, to be honest. Just like with my girl, just like going on hikes and stuff like that, trying to get outdoors pretty much, because obviously being a game, you're indoors all the time and you're always sitting at the PC, so.
You know, every morning, 5 a.m., get up, go for a run around the lake, and nice 10-kilometer run, and you know, go boxing. Nah, I didn't do anything. Every morning.
I thought you were being serious.
Every morning, mate, it was just fuck, another day in the life, you know. Yeah, it would be nice to go back to Oz and you know see the family, but it's not really possible with COVID right now. So
the thing in the mountain was like a week, and it was just chilling. You know, when you go to a mountain, there's nothing really you can do. You just walk around and just relax. And at home, it was pretty much the same. I just played a lot of video games with like some friends, you know, and just sitting at home and working out when I had the chance, and that's it.
Most of the time, I just spend time in my apartment just relaxing, you know, like chilling with my Indonesian friends through Discord and playing other games for fun and watching some movies or TV series. Yeah.
I mean, I live away from my family, so the main thing is probably meeting family. I only do that 3 times a year, so I guess that's the main thing.
I just caught up with like family and stuff because I hadn't seen like my mum and my brother and a few of my brothers for a long time, like a couple years. Nice to catch up with them, and then when I went to Melbourne, I was basically just catching up with my girlfriend, who I also hadn't seen for like over a year, and then also like meeting her family and stuff. So,
what do you usually do to relax? How do you relax?
I don't know, doing nothing, I guess, just like hanging out. Did a bit of shopping, I guess. Yeah, but besides that, just relaxing and I don't know, enjoying the times with family and loved ones.
I mean, it's the way to relax is, you know, to get away from the PC, because, you know, you've been on the PC for the last 5-6 months every day almost. If I travel and I'm not near to the PC, I feel like maybe I can relax a bit more. If I would stay at home, I would always, you know, just go to the PC anyway. So I mean, traveling helps.
A lot of laying around doing nothing. This one I tried to, you know, be a bit more active and actually get outdoors and shit, but you know, I started skating at the start of the play break, but I hurt my ankle probably a week or 2 weeks in, and you know, I've just been bedbound since then.
I usually tend to get away from the PC as much as possible because we spend a lot of time like during the season on PC, like in the practice, outside the practice. It's a lot of like PC time, right? When you get into a player break, all you want to do is just relax, go outside. Like the more outside, the better, you know.
Sure.
Just get some sun, get some drinks, get some like socializing with friends and family and stuff. So you tend to do that the most, I guess. I think everybody does that.
Basically, what I do is just watching movies. I think that's what I call relax. In the couch or in my bed, doesn't matter, or even in my PC.
What's the best movie you've seen during the break?
I watch a lot of Korean dramas. I don't know. I feel like most of the Korean dramas is good, so I don't know which one is the best.
So the main thing that like I do to relax is just like chill with family. That's the main thing. It was unfortunate this time that I couldn't go back to Australia, obviously. Obviously in Australia there's like a quarantine for 2 weeks and stuff. So if I went back, I would have been back in Australia for like a week and a half with a 2-week quarantine. So it wasn't that feasible, to be honest. But just relaxing, like obviously I got my dog at home, got the missus, and just chilling. That's the main thing. Just make sure I'm chilling and not focusing on Counter-Strike, where I'm feeling stressed and stuff and playing CS, you know, thinking about CS 24/7. But when I'm just chilling out and just doing my own thing, and yeah, just not really thinking at all.
All right, so during the player break, have you experienced anything new or tried any new things maybe?
No, not really, to be honest. That's a quick one. No, I didn't do anything. No, nothing too crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Skating, I guess, but other than that, not really.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. The last season was a pretty long, draining one, so just taking the time to refresh.
I went to some like restaurants, I guess, and tried some food, but nothing wild. Nothing out of the ordinary, I guess.
The only thing that was different, I guess it was new, this instead of going to like a seaside resort or something, I went into a mountain for a week. And that was like my girlfriend's like wish, so we went there. I mean, it's fine. I didn't mind at all. But it was something new, yeah, definitely.
Nah, not really. I don't think I try a new thing.
Okay.
I don't think so.
No, not at all.
Okay. What would you say was the best thing about this time off that you had?
I mean, the best thing with the time off is actually to enjoy, you know, having spare time and free time in good weather. I mean, Norway is not known for, you know, the lovely weather. It's pretty cold most of the time, and during the summer it actually gets pretty hot. And you know, it was just nice to be around people that I don't see that often and enjoy the good weather.
It's just good to have time off. Like CS is a lot more draining than people think. I think that, you know, 7 or 8 months straight, just playing every single day, you know, it sort of does wear on you. And just get time away from the game and, you know, reset is a good thing always.
The best thing is to reset completely mentally in game and outside of the game, and relaxing and find your mistake, I guess, from last seasons and try to make it better for the next one. And yeah, most of it is just reset and get ready for the second season.
It's got to be like going back home and seeing family. I hadn't been home in like over 2 years, so it was really nice to get back and just like see my hometown, and see my mum and dog and all that.
The best thing about this time off would just having a break from Counter-Strike, man. Obviously, the Counter-Strike season, it's like we're playing 8 to 9 hours a day, 6 days a week. It's nice to be able to reset mentally. Going from playing 9 hours a day to just relaxing and chilling and not having to worry about stuff, like I said before, it's just nice. You know, you need that break after being on the road for so long too. Because this year we traveled to America. We've been to Serbia for multiple boot camps. I think I was in Serbia for at least 2.5 months, just like doing boot camp stuff. So we were on the road for a bit. So just chilling, man.
Reset, that's the one word that I would use probably. You need to mentally reset from the stress of the first 6 months, you know, us being in a new situation that we were not before, Extremum being the young organization, you know, and everything was like kind of getting up on its feet alongside us as well. It was a lot of work and a lot of like kind of grunt work. And it felt really good to reset for a month and just get into the second season, like rested.
So during the break, did you play CS at all, or maybe you tried some other games, or just, you know, took a break from the games completely?
Yeah, it was really hot in Serbia, and you can see like even today it's like super hot. It's kind of weird for Serbia, but when you stay home, there's not much to do. I played a lot of games with some of my Serbian friends. like PUBG, Dota, some Valorant as well, just like casual, you know.
Just a complete rest day. I played like an hour or two of like deathmatch just to make sure I was, you know, still feeling it. And then, yeah, besides that, just chilling out and loving life.
So we're about to practicing with the team. I just want to get my aim, feel the game again, you know what I mean? Like 1 day, 1 hour deathmatch is enough.
I made it a point to like try and have a rest from games completely. It still takes it out of you even if you just mess it around in other games. But did play a little bit of CS with some Aussie mates. I don't think I really played anything. A little bit of League of Legends here and there.
Pretty much I stayed away from CS. Like obviously that helped with resetting from CS, but I played a couple other games just for fun. If I was like on the PC, I played a little bit of Valorant, a bit of WoW, you know, just other games that I can play with my friends pretty much, especially from Australia. So that also helps, being far away, being able to play with mates online, you know, so chilling with them, so that's always nice.
For the first week, I didn't play a single game. I didn't touch the PC, but the last week before we came back, I played a little bit of CS and a little bit of Valorant with a couple of friends, so that's what I did with gaming.
Okay, well, that's it.
That was pretty easy, yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Awesome, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was really quick.
This is the easiest video I've had to do so far, to be honest. Well, thank you. That's basically it.
Thank you guys.